everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to first off apologise for my voice. I've actually got the flu pretty badly right now. I'm on like Boxing Day, day 3. So I think by tomorrow it should be a lot better, but my voice is still really like croaky and not in the sexy way, unfortunately. And I don't look my best. But I wanted to do a New Year's eye look. I got a lot of requests to do one and I wanted to do one anyway, so that's what we've done. And I have used a new palette to me, which is the Nabla Poison Garden palette. This is so beautiful. I'm so glad I finally caved in and bought it. I've used a lot of the shades today, and yeah, I'm really happy with this look. And this is it. I'm also using the Sample Beauty, one of their new pigments in a year, and things like that. So we're only going to focus on eyes on this video because I do my skin a lot and I plan on doing a full face first impressions really soon, so I thought I would just skip skin and just do eyes. Plus my voice is going to give out if I do too much talking, so yeah, that's where we are. There's also quite a few sneeze breaks during filming. Anyway, I just want to say, guys, I hope you have a really good New Year. I myself will be working, woohoo, because I was off Christmas. But whatever you're doing, have a really nice time. Thank you so much for supporting my channel in 2018. Maybe I'll need to put subtitles on, I don't know. And I'm looking forward to what 2019 brings and all the makeup looks we will do together. So yeah, I hope you have a nice time and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's jump into it. So we're going to begin by concealing our eyelid. Again, please let me apologise for my voice. And go underneath a little bit as well, just for vanity, because I ain't well. Boo hoo hoo. This is the Essence Camouflage Plus Concealer that I'm using, and a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just patting that on. And the first brush I'm taking is a Zoeva 230, which is this pencil brush here. It's just a really small, firm brush. And I'm picking up the shade Opera from the palette. And I'm gonna place that on my lower lash line, on this very outer corner, because this is gonna help me determine the shape. And then I'm gonna drag it pretty much exactly following that line outwards. And this is how I get quite an even look on both eyes and keep it fairly symmetrical. I say fairly because I never get it purely symmetrical. And then I'm gonna join that line up through my crease. How beautiful is this colour? In playing with this palette on my other eye, I'm just so impressed. It's so lovely. Obviously this is a non-set base, which is really helping. Now I have hooded eyes, so when I completely open my eye, you can see I've lost quite a bit of that colour. So just keeping my eye fully open, I'm going to go round, so I've got that colour above my crease when my eye is open. And you'll see it transfers in here, doesn't matter, we're covering all of that up anyway. And then I want this line to be a bit more elongated, so I'm just going to pull it out. And then along here as well. Then I'm grabbing an old favourite, the ABH A25, is it? Yes, it is. And that same colour Opera, just a pinch, and I'm going to start softening up this line. Just going really gently over it and around it. And dragging it out a pinch further. Then on the same ABHA 25, I'm taking the shade Berry Bite. I think my neighbours have put on a washing machine because I am literally moving in my seat right now. And I'm going to start just lightly going around the edges with Berry Bite. And just diffusing everything even further. So it looks something like that, which doesn't look great, but it's all okay. Then I'm taking my favourite brush, the Morphe M506, and the deepest shade called Adagio. And I'm going to follow what we did with that very first shade, but I'm really wanting to deepen things up now. And this brush is so small and so fluffy. It's really going to do a good job for this really deep shade. It's like a blackened purple, I would say, but it is almost just a black. And make sure it's on my lower lash line as well. Pretty much all the way to the inner corner. I'm going to use that same brush and the shade Opera, that first shade that we used, just to blend out Adagio for strings. When I get to this outer edge, I'm barely touching my skin because I don't want too much of it pulled out, but I do want it to just be really soft and smoothly blown out. And then I'm going back in my ABH A25 and Berry Bite. I'm going to go around that more. Really blend it. I feel like this colour really helps the blend so well. So now I feel like that looks pretty nice and blended. I'm struggling looking at this top edge. I think that looks really harsh. So I'm taking a big fluffy brush in the shade Zen. Fun fact, I used to be friends with a guy called Zen. Well, his name was Zenith. And his parents named him that because when they found out they were pregnant with him, they were at the Zenith, their happiest place they could possibly be. Isn't that sweet? And I feel like this colour just really helps to blend the edges of all these deeper shades that I've used. And I'm not worried about taking it too low because I can just clean that up. Hold on. And then I'm just going in with a pinch of Berry Bite, very softly, making sure I've still got enough of that colour going around the edge. Someone asked me in my recent video how long it takes me to do an eye look, and maybe that's where they felt they were going wrong because their eyeshadow wasn't turning out like mine was. And just for reference, I've been filming for 12 minutes and 7 seconds so far. So obviously that'll be edited down for the video. But just know that I probably spend, this eye, I probably spent about 2 hours on it because I was just playing and seeing what I wanted to do. This eye will be a bit quicker, but it's not unusual for me to spend well over an hour just on my eyes. Well over an hour. I love it though, it relaxes me, but yeah, just, I mean, take your time. You know, if you can, just take your time. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that just now. What we're going to do now is cut the crease. I'm just going to do that really quickly off camera because I've cut my crease so often. But I'll show you, I'm still using my blank canvas E28 brush, which is a tiny little pointed brush, and my Meron concealer wheel. You can get this on Just My Look. I will link all of this stuff below. So yeah, I'll cut my crease quickly, give my voice a little break, and then I'll be back and we'll fill it in. So now I've got my cut crease shape on, just gonna pat it out with a concealer brush, just because I don't want it to get too clumpy. You don't want too much product on there. And I'm gonna take just this little clean brush, and just gonna wiggle this end where it hits the eyeshadow, and then like wipe off the excess. Just to kind of start the blend, just makes it easier. As always, this eye is not turning out as good as the other eye, but there ain't nothing I can do about that. Going back to my palette and picking up the shade Rosita, which is a gorgeous pink champagne shimmer. I'm just gonna kind of set the eyeshadow, the concealer, sorry. This on its own would be beautiful with this look. But I was definitely using that Sample Beauty pigment somehow today, so that's why I do end up covering this up. But like I said, if you just did this shadow with it, it would be so gorgeous as well. So that's kind of set in place. I'm gonna grab my Morphe M506 and the shade Opera, and I'm just gonna start wiggling that at the end, just to start that blend off. I will come back to this. And then a bit of Berry Bite. This just helps me see where I am and keeps me knowing that this look is going in the right direction. So now I'm taking my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue, just popping some out onto the back of a lid, and I'm going to paint this using my blank canvas E27, which is this lovely little flat brush, and I paint this all over my cut crease. I'm going to do it in stages, so I'm going to do the front half and then the back half, just so that the glue doesn't have time to dry too much. Like that. And then I'm picking up my Sample Beauty pigment in A Year. You're not going to see how beautiful this is until I apply it. I'm not even like wiping the glue off my brush, because actually it just helps it stick. And I'm going to start patting this on. I don't know how much the camera is going to pick up all the reflex in this. But right now it's like a green reflect. I don't know if you're seeing that though. It's just so beautiful. It's what I imagine the Peaches and Cream Mermaids or Mermaising, I don't know what it's called. They're really famous pigment. It's what I imagine that looks like, but I've actually never tried that, so I'm not sure. But it's so reflective and just so gorgeous. So yeah, that's it on half, and then I'm just going to finish off the rest. I'm taking it all the way to the end. But look at that, is that not just such a statement eyelid colour? It's sick. And then just around the edges I went in with a tiny bit of my Urban Decay, wow, my Urban Decay distortion liner. You know I use this pretty much every eyeshadow like I do. I'm gonna put this on the inside. Just around the edges, just for a little something extra. That's all I'm doing with that. You don't have to do that part, obviously. You don't have to do anything. You're an adult. Apart from go to work and pay your bills and all that boring stuff. Okay, taking a little bit more glitter glue, and then I'm picking up this Barry M loose glitter in the shade 825 Fancy Dress, which is like this chunky glitter. It's really, really pretty. I'm going back to my blank canvas E27, which is needing a wash now. It's had glue all over it. And I'm gonna pat this, probably the front third. So don't worry if it's getting rid of anything underneath it. But I am gonna put on a fairly thick layer of the glitter glue. And then dipping into that chunky Barry M glitter and placing that on, and hopefully you can see those kind of bigger flakes of glitter. It's just the way it catches the light. It's just so beautiful. And it's drugstore, which is awesome. So just on like the front third, just for that chunky glitter. In fact, on the other eye, what I did was do a second layer, so a bit more glitter glue. And then more glitter. This is gonna be really annoying when I come to wash my face. Chunky glitter everywhere. Oh, disclaimer, try not to get this in your eye. Obviously. My mum goes bananas when she sees I use chunky glitter. And then for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna go in with the shade Opera. Just to about halfway. Then I'm picking up the beautiful blue shade called Majorelle, and I'm gonna make sure I'm on camera. I'm gonna stamp that on the first, like half of my under eye. Look at the pigment in that blue. Are you not entertained? I didn't even plan on using this blue, but once I put it on this eye, I was like, wow, yes, that works. I know I need to clear up my fallout, don't worry. Okay, that's what it looks like so far. Pretty pleased with it, it kind of matches enough anyway. So I'm gonna go clear up all of this fallout and just throw on my base makeup, and then we'll be back to put on eyelashes and do the inner corner highlight. So yeah, I'll clean up my fallout and then we'll be back. So I've got the rest of my face on, and for my inner corner highlight, I'm going in with my Revolution Pro palette in Ice, and I'm going to take this blue shade here. It's so pretty. I just think a more interesting highlight is what this look needs. More interesting inner corner highlight. And on my inner waterline, I just went in with my Kiko turquoise eyeliner pencil. You know it, it's my favourite. And then for lashes, I'm going to put on the Kiss Lashes style Opulence. I need to clean these off because I used them for a look recently. So I'm just going to throw these on. That's what they look like though there. And then I'll zoom out and show you the finished look with all the rest of my makeup on. So this is the finished look. I have put on Too Faced Queen Bee on my lips. I think it kind of complements the purple in the eyes. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how this look came out. I hope you can hear me. I can't speak much louder than I'm speaking right now. I am really pleased with how it came out. I think it's really sparkly. It's really kind of New Year's appropriate with the glitter. And yeah, I like it, and I'd like to know what you think down below in the comments. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I need to edit this video and have it up in time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next one, and have a really happy and a really safe new year, and I'll see you in 2019. Bye.